We're living through a unique time in human history, confronted by three crises that are interrelated: the COVID pandemic, the uprisings to end white supremacy, and the climate crisis. The climate crisis is the existential one, because if we don't do what scientists are warning we must do, most immediately cut our fossil fuel emissions in half in the next 10 years, we will have passed the tipping point, and a global catastrophe will be upon us, with ecosystems unraveling beyond our control. We are not prepared. The coronavirus has shown us the peril of not being prepared. The virus has also exposed the deep inequalities in our society that many were not previously able or willing to confront. It's people of color, indigenous, and low-income communities that are bearing the brunt of COVID and being hung out to dry with the least assistance. These same populations are also the most vulnerable to the climate crisis with the least resilience. Those communities are where the fossil fuel industry deliberately locates their oil wells, fracking pits, refineries, and incinerators. And as a result, residents suffer high rates of lung disease, asthma, cancers, and all kinds of heart diseases, and are the most likely to die from the COVID virus. The fossil fuel industry labels these communities sacrifice zones. This is the same racist mindset that killed George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and so many others. It's a mindset that says some people are disposable. The potential beauty of this moment in history is that the solutions are pretty much the same for all three crises if we can muster the political will to seize them. We must build a green, sustainable energy grid, electric cars and other charging stations, ensure our towns and cities and farms are truly resilient, able to face the increasingly alarming climate crisis. This means fixing roads, bridges, dams, our water and sanitation infrastructures, retrofitting buildings for energy efficiency, installing solar panels and wind turbines. That's a lot of jobs waiting to be done, and there are so many workers to do them. And these new green jobs must pay a wage that enables workers to support families, own a home, and feel secure. And the investments need to be made first and foremost in low-income communities, communities of color, and on indigenous lands, which have been the most impacted economically and environmentally. For too long, big corporate polluters have poisoned our planet and our communities and gotten off scot-free. Even now, the wealthiest corporations are demanding they be indemnified from lawsuits in case their workers get COVID. Their profits are privatized. The damage they do is borne by the public. We must make them pay and use the money to come back from our current crises stronger than ever. That's why New York Renews is worth fighting for, and I am thrilled to join them in support of the Climate and Community Investment Act. Thank you.